Here we go. Okay, equation of a perpendicular bisector. When we say perpendicular bisector, you must be very clear that what kind of line is this perpendicular bisector. Okay, now suppose you have, let's say there is a line, okay, and there is another line like this. Now these two lines, they're just intersecting each other, okay? But if I just move this line in a way, like let's say like this, and I have this line passing in such a way that this is equal to this. Suppose these two lengths are equal. Let's say this is a point A here, this is the point B here, and this is passing in such a way that this is the midpoint of these 2 points A and B, and this is the line L we have, the line L. So line L is passing through the points A, through the midpoint of the line AB. Can I say that the line L is the perpendicular bisector of AB?
No,
Why not?
because it doesn't make a 90-degree angle with AB.
How do you know that it has to make a 90 degrees angle here?
Perpendicular bisector, as the name suggests, it has to be perpendicular.
Exactly, my dear beta. Very good, beta. Now, there are two things here. One thing is perpendicular. The other thing is the bisector over here, okay? Perpendicular, bisector. Now, suppose if the situation is like this. Now, this is a line here, okay? And there is another line here, which is, let's say, like this. Now, there is a right angle between these two lines. Now, can I say that the red line is the perpendicular bisector of the blue line? Hmm?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
No, sir.
No, because it isn't the midpoint.
so there are two conditions. There are two conditions. One is the perpendicular, other is the bisector. Now, if I let's say I have to now suppose I have a line like this. Suppose the one line is like this, and the other line is, let's say, now I'm just trying to draw this so that the red line is, the green line is passing through the midpoint of the red line. Okay. So now suppose if this is the point P, this is the point Q, here is the midpoint M, and this is bisected, and there is a right angle. Now this green line can be declared as a perpendicular bisector of this PQ. Am I right, Pacho?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now, in this case, we just had the perpendicular situation. In this case, we just had the bisector situation here, okay? But here, it is both perpendicular. This is the symbol for the perpendicular, okay? Perpendicular bisection is happening here, okay? So this is the perpendicular bisector. Now, suppose you have to write down the, now let's say you're given the point P is, let's say this is 2, minus 1, and the point Q is 8, let's say 5, okay? And now you have to write down the equation of this perpendicular bisector. So how can we write the equation of a equation of this perpendicular bisector? I believe you must have done this in your O levels. I'm just going to give you a recap of this thing. Now, remember, whenever you have to write down the equation of a line, you should have either 2 points on that line, okay? If not 2 points, then you can have 1 point and the gradient, okay? You can write down the equation of the line if you have 1 point and the gradient. Now, look at this. You people already know that when two lines are parallel, the gradients are equal, okay? And when two lines are perpendicular, one gradient is equal to the negative reciprocal of the other line's gradient. So this is the perpendicular situation over here. Now, you can get the gradient of this required green line through the gradient of PQ, okay? Right now, the PQ, if I find the gradient of PQ, so that would be y2 minus y1, that is 6, over x2 minus x1, that is also 6. So that is going to be 1, okay? And then what is the gradient of our perpendicular bisector? Yes?
-1.
-1. That is going to be -1. Now we have got the point. Like if we're going to use this formula, y minus y1, that is equal to m into x minus x1. So we have got this gradient ready for us, okay? Now we have to find the point. A point on this line, the gradient is there, so we can find the coordinates of this point M. So that is a midpoint, okay? So you have to show the working for this midpoint, okay? So that is going to be the mean of the x coordinates, that is going to be 5, and this is going to be 2. Yes? Do I need to show the working? This 2 plus 8 over 2, that is going to be 5, and then minus 1 plus 5 over 2, that is going to be 2. So the midpoint is 5 comma 2. So we have got the point. So now the equation of this perpendicular bisector is going to be y minus 2, that is minus into x minus 5. You can leave up to this, and if you want to simplify this, this is going to be x plus y, and that is going to be 9, I think. Sorry, 7. X plus y, that is equal to 7. So that is how you write down the equation of the perpendicular bisector. If I do one part from this, let's say in question number 4, this is your exercise 3C, okay? And question number 4, it says find the equation of the perpendicular bisector. So I'm just going to do its A part. So one of the points given to us is 5 comma 2, okay? This is 5 comma 2, and the second point is minus 3 comma 6. This is minus 3 comma 6. Okay, so we have to find the equation of the perpendicular bisector, which is of a line segment which is joined by these 2 points. So you must have in your mind that y minus y1, that is m into x minus x1. So first of all, you have to, like if you roughly sketch this, you can tell yourself, okay, look, this is, here is the point 5 comma 2, and here is the point minus 3 comma 6, and you have to write down the equation of the line, which is going to be, let's say I draw this in red, so this is going to be like this. I hope it looks to be perpendicular, okay? So now this red line's equation has to be calculated. So we name this as M. Let's name this as A, and this is B. So first thing is a gradient. So you can say that M of AB. If you name them, that will ease your working. M of AB is going to be 6 minus 2, that is 4, over minus 3 minus 5, that is minus 8. So this gradient is minus half. So what will be the gradient of the perpendicular bisector? Yes?
+2.
That will be the negative reciprocal of minus half is going to be 2. Okay. Now we are going to hunt for the point. So we shall find the midpoint of AB. So that is 5 minus 3 over 2, the midpoint of the x coordinates, and 2 plus 6 over 2. Okay. So this is going to be 1 comma 4. So the point is ready, the gradient is ready. So we are going to write the equation of perpendicular bisector. So the equation of perpendicular bisector is going to be This is going to be y minus y1. That is m into x minus x1. So this is the equation of the perpendicular bisector. Okay, I'm just leaving this up to this. Now you people must be able to do all the questions of this exercise 3C. Now please start exercise 3C.